AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. Where the hell are the rest of y'all at? Cat got the fur on the thumbnail.
Got a nasty ass chinchilla on.
That's a lion, whatever you call it. I don't know how.
I didn't say that.
I won't disrespect the animal lovers. Please don't want to bore me with some baby powder or whatever you be throwing at people.
Paint.
Oh, they throw paint too. They used to throw powder at people. I noticed they never ran up on Rihanna though. Rihanna ain't no little girl, man. She was
run up on me at the light. Run up on me at the light. You could lose your life.
And now she got ASAP with her. You definitely ain't running up on it. Yeah, ASAP mom. Yeah. Get in the building, y'all. Huh?
More ball suckers.
Oh boy, stop. Yo, those sneaky laughs. You got we live.
He's a big flake. Never the little one. Fucking biggest. He a dirty ass nigga.
Nah,
that old ball. OG, that's a dirty ass nigga right there.
And I throw the light lob. And he's like this. When you see that face,
yep.
He ain't looking at the camera. He looking at the ground.
Get a smirk. Get a smirk.
You got to hold back.
Seen a lot, been through a lot, know a lot. Facts.
What they say about ASAP and the ASAP mob from in Harlem?
Oh,
what they say about them niggas, OG? What they say about Ferg? What they say about Rocky? What they say about them niggas uptown? What the real niggas say?
Good rappers.
Okay.
Yeah, a little crew. Yeah, a little crew though.
Shout out to the ASAP mob. One of my he family, man. Listen, rest in peace, Hugh Money, man. Hugh Maggie, that's family. His sister, which is his nephew, is down with ASAP. So always gonna show love just because of that. But some cool dudes, good rappers, yeah, man. Yeah, you know.
Okay, I'll ask you offline. Go ahead, Ray.
Actually, the crew. They shook some shit up, man. Fuck that. I'm holding out ASAP. Huh? He killed the game. He a little fashion model now.
He just dropped the album. Somebody said it's his best at work since.
Yeah, I heard a snippet of a song. The song is pretty good, but listen, man. He put 3 in Riri, man. I don't know what the listen. Man, everything else is irrelevant.
Everything else is irrelevant. Come on. Did y'all hear T.I.'s new single coming off his album?
I heard a snippet. I like the whole image. They cut the hair, and it looked.
Forget the visuals.
No, but I think I'm seeing the fact that the visual, cutting her hair off, taking it back to Tip, and I liked it. Everything about it, I like. He was rapping. He sounded like old Tip. You know.
Pharrell,
I'll check it out.
Pharrell produced the song I'm talking about. I don't know, but Pharrell produced the song. It's crazy.
I don't remember him with the Neptunes. I can't recall the song. Maybe early on with the Jamaican beat, but I don't remember Pharrell. It doesn't even feel like a Pharrell beat.
That's why when I heard it was a Pharrell beat, I was like, "Oh wow!" The way the drums drop on the first part of it, and how I was like, "Okay."
Well,
I gotta hear this.
Definitely rather him rap than do comedy. I'll tell you that much.
For sure.
I'm trying to figure out what was he. What are you ducking? Like, where you hiding from? When you go into a whole nother,
how's he ducking?
When you go into a whole nother area, like I'm gonna just go do. Imagine me. I'm just gonna go do comedy now, fellas. You're gonna be like,
I wouldn't think Tip is ducking anything.
A lot of things, man. I think sometimes, seeing is believing.
Can't name 5 better rappers in the South than Tip.
5? Nah, he's up there. He's up there.
Okay.
He's up there. I think the Andre 3000 thing is kind of overrated because he doesn't have like a catalog like T.I.
He can be overrated. He's a better rapper. You just asking who's a better rapper. We saying who has the better albums and over. Listen, Outkast albums, but
give me five better than. Give me five better than.
All right, when you say South, you saying the South.
Yeah, from the South. Five better.
You got Scarface. You got Juvenile.
Okay.
You have Lil Wayne. Listen, all right, go to the 400 Degrees. All right, listen.
Juvenile. I grew up on 400 Degrees.
Juvenile is the best rapper on Cash Money. He's a better rapper than Lil Wayne. It's a fact.
Damn, I don't know why I started this. All right. I don't
get
know
the show started. No, get the show started.
Let's get started.
No, but that's my point. That was a moment. T.I. had 5-6 years, but
I'm talking about who's a better rapper. He's not top 5 in the South. He can claim he is. He ain't better than Jeezy.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
He ain't better than Andre 3000. We talk about rapping.
Okay.
Now we talk about constructed albums and songs, and if we just talk about rapping. T.I. is nice. Yes, T.I. is nice. T.I. is nice. T.I. is nice. He ain't fooling me with them big ass words that don't mean shit.
But that
he ain't saying them shits in raps. I'll tell you that much.
Swagger like us, he got them all of them on that.
Let me just say this, and we get the show started. Oh man, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Is it elegant or elegance?
He's a better rapper than Luda. Nostalgic Nick, shut the hell up.
Darlene Bryant is in the building. You see what I'm saying? Darlene Bryant in the building. Go ahead, Fabian.
I'm trying to get you on point, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Rhonda Flores, I'm so sorry. Flea has us all confused. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy. 61 years young, she said. And I believe her. The beautiful Rhonda Flores is in the building.
Rhonda, what up, girl? Darlene B, what up? What up? Chat, what up?
Darlene, the beautiful lady.
I like him at that age. Listen, man. Rhonda Flores. But I'm going to say this. I seen a comment, right?
Yes.
If you ask people in New Orleans who's a better rapper, Juvenile, Lil Wayne, I guarantee you 80 to 90% is going to say Juvenile.
That's a New Orleans thing, for sure. That's a New Orleans thing. I'm not arguing with niggas from there. That ain't my battle.
400 Degrees. Juvenile, I've heard it. Lil Wayne went from fuck out of here to the hottest, damn near the best rapper in the game. He's a different level.
The best rapper in the game. That's all a facade.
Okay.
Yeah, best rapper in the game. I don't know if he was ever the best rapper. I always thought that was a little over.
So at the time, when he was rapping at his peak, who's in the same? Jay-Z retiring in and out.
Jay was still there. Whether he was trying or not, Jay was still there.
Okay. He ain't putting out. Wayne was just too. Remember, I'm not even a fan.
Wayne was great. I don't think Wayne was ever the greatest rapper alive. That whole term he used to say. Great. The best alive.
I like that he took it on, and everybody else, ever since then, we ain't seen it since. Everybody just dropped the flag. They don't even aim to be the best. Nobody. We ain't seen people try to. Okay, Kendrick. That's it. Everybody else, they ain't trying to be the best rapper. They doing something. I don't even know what they're doing anymore.
Drake tried. Drake could tell you he the best, so don't say nobody tried. It doesn't matter if you believe him or not, right? It's people that tried.
Absolutely.
But it's still he had more competition and he was in just yelling it.
J. Cole. You have J. Cole.
Their competition ain't their competition. They were out with Lil Wayne during the end of Lil Wayne's heat making. So all I'm saying is that for Wayne to be Jay-Z still around, Jeezy is coming up. Jada kind of
hold on at Brandon Boyd. See, you misheard. You heard what you wanted to hear. I said it correctly. You heard what you wanted to hear. Nobody say Jay-Z was never the best rapper. We said Lil Wayne was never the best rapper, especially when Jay-Z was around. Come on, man. Come on, don't try to start no shit in the chat early.
That's what this generation is. Niggas get what they want to hear. You know how that shit works.
And I like how y'all come up with whoever's coming up with this whole thing. Jay-Z was never the best rapper. Stop. Jay-Z had the streets, the radio, your favorite rapper reciting them lyrics on every level. Different level. Jay-Z is a one of one. Stop the hate. Jay-Z was crazy. This is the
I
part
like-
to me that it gets out of line. Lil Wayne went off. Jay-Z's a
I
different
like-
level, man.
I like to look, and I'm looking at the comments, and I like the diversity. Like when you have these conversations, it's always dope to see the diversity of one nigga say this, one nigga say that. Like, look at East Blue Drew. I got Big L over Jay-Z. I'm not gonna argue with niggas over their opinion, but that's like, you know, some niggas got their own shit. Like I like the diversity. I may not agree with a lot of you niggas, but I like that.
Yeah, and Big never got to he just never got to really, you know what I mean? Like, because Big was just crazy at 21. Biggie was insane. I don't know if anybody's fucking with Biggie at that time, like Biggie at his peak, whatever he was.
There was a conversation I saw on a podcast today. There was a conversation, and we need to get started for real, but there was a conversation around, and it probably sound crazy, but when the conversation went on, it was like, oh shit, it's not a bad comparison. Who do you have higher on your MC, rap, or whatever list, Common or Jadakiss? Where do you have them, and who's better, and all of that? Like, where do you have that? Is that even a conversation for y'all? Like,
It's not nowhere near
No.
conversation.
At
Get
all.
Common the fuck out of here.
Yeah, sick of it. And Drake smoked them, and I'm tired of y'all trying to make it seem like it was something. That Canada Dry shit was trash.
Now he can rap. I'm not going to say he can't rap.
okay.
I'll take it a step further. It's another rapper, and we'll get the show started. It's another rapper they go berserk for, and I think he's good. The nigga from the Roots.
Who, Black Thought?
Yeah, some of the niggas have him top 5.
But I think he's a better
Ain't
rapper.
nothing wrong with them niggas having them top 5.
That's disrespectful at some point. We talking about dog. We talking about guys that can make any kind of song. Once they're in a different level. Jada
MC song making rap, like that's where it all like changes. You get to add people in that shit. Yo, man, nah.
But here's
nah.
what
Y'all not gonna get that off in my presence. No.
To
He's
me,
a good rapper.
I'll say
no.
this. I'll say this,
No.
and that this to me, MC is what AllBall does. When you could take that and bring it to in rap form, I could control the crowd. That's it. Everything else, everybody tries to break down the lyrics. You could do all that and still not be a good crowd controller. These motherfuckers is doing different kind of songs and controlling different kind of crowds. You're a different kind of maestro. So
No,
Common being
Black Thought is a good rapper. I'm not saying he's trash. No, he's a good rapper, but he's not. People put him up there with the GOATs. I'm just saying, like for me, I heard people say, Will.I.Am from the Black Eyed Peas. He said verbatim, Black Thought is a better MC or better rapper than Jay-Z.
it's not true. I understand they want to give him his props. Like every time, remember Brandon Roy or remember Homeboy, DeMar DeRozan was nice, and it's like, I get it. But no.
Yeah, I know
And
go to all this shit.
we forgot Homeboy
That's
on
what
purpose.
I'm saying. I'm looking at the comments. I'm listening to y'all.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
everybody got a difference of opinion, and that music shit is strictly opinion.
Yeah,
the music shit is strictly opinion. There's you can't fact anything with music. Miss me with that.
East Blue, I get what everyone's saying about Drake, but Drake is a great MC. I'm not putting him up there with everybody else, but that's what makes you a different level. When I could do this on different kind of shit. That's why Mace was like, oh shit, different level. I'm going to the streets, going on a freestyle. You could party with me. That's a different kind of repertoire, man. That's all I'm saying, man.
For sure.
Just 10 seconds. Ask the greatest rappers, whoever you consider great, Eminem, Jay, whoever. See what they say about Rakim.
Yeah.
They're not gonna say anything bad about him. That's your goal. But the nerve of somebody to say he ain't like that, you lose your mind. Rakim.
Listen, forget us. I'm just saying, ask the guys, as they say, Fee, that play the game. We ain't play the game, so I shit don't matter.
And some of them guys would say a lot of other niggas too that y'all wouldn't like. So yeah, Rakim up there for sure. But then Jay-Z will turn around and say Cole could sit at the table with Rakim, him. A lot of other niggas. Y'all niggas don't like that.
That's his artist. Get the show started.
Get us started, Ray. Get us started, Ray. Get us started, Ray.
Tell him, Ray. What's that from? Life. Remember the movie Life? Tell him, Ray. Let's get the show started, man. Come on, man.
They tried to say that wasn't one of Eddie's best, not best.
I
But they tried to say it wasn't one of his better movies. Are you fucking shitting me?
Hold on,
Life?
I just rewatched that part when he was in the comedy club tearing up Dave Chappelle. That is Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor.
Oh my God.
I don't. When I tell you, I don't even
The
care.
swing, not the first scene, but the second scene when he
nigga put his hand on his back and use him as a puppet.
Because the rest of the movie, I'm like, I could pass on it, but that shit, we just rewatched it. Nah,
Nutty Professor funny. Nutty Professor funny.
Hold on.
As an adult, it's funny.
Ex-conscious. He said, "What top song Rakim got? YouTube Ice-T." Hold on, no. We got the show started. Ex-conscious. YouTube right now. Ice-T and what he says about Rakim, and you'll know what top song Rakim got. Let's get the show started because this shit gonna get personal, and I might fling the laptop.
That's what music. That's what happens with music. Basketball, we can start sprinkling your facts and do what you got to do. Music, we'd be up here with opinions all night long.
Once again, Rakim had the streets.
You old niggas think Rakim is Jordan anyway, so it don't matter.
I think he's Dr. J, but he was a different level.
Fleet nigga said, "What top song? Like we don't know what paid in full." Like, come on, bro.
Right. Now I get it. Nah, for real. Yeah.
They named the movie after it by my brother, whoever said that, Ex-Conscious. And by the way, your name is Ex-Conscious. You got the nerve to talk about the God? Come on. Chill out, man. Listen, y'all listen. That's it. Please, you know what this is.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
Get right into it, man. We got some news. Shaking shit up out here. The big cat.
Mad Lion.
Oh, boy. Leaving Vega anytime soon.
Gonna write anything. I saw there were some reports about the Knicks open the trade, talking to teams about trades and this and that. And so I checked around on this Monday, and everything that I gathered was the Knicks are not having conversations about trading Karl Anthony Towns. As of Monday, it was not happening. So as far as something in the aftermath of that Dallas loss, no, that wasn't the case. I think if you see another 2-9 stretch or something like that ahead of the trade deadline, I think that's where you start to consider, if you're the Knicks, hey, we have to shake something up here and do something significant. And then, Portland, I think the Jeremy Grants of the world, the large salary players,
Drew Holiday.
Maybe that's who you'd be getting back in a deal for Towns, those kinds of players. So it has to obviously make sense for you, but I don't think they're there yet. At least
I agree.
Monday night, they were not there. They're not out there shopping Karl Anthony Towns. And let's see if everything settles out here. And Saturday they go and beat the Sixers in Philly, which would be a significant win. But yeah, if you're talking about another stretch like the stretch that they just had over the 11 games before the Knicks game, then you're talking about bigger deals and, Bridges, OG, whatever it is, it's a more significant deal. But right now, I don't think there's much there of substance.
Well, there you have it. There's no talk.
Rico's back, y'all.
There's no talks of Karl Anthony Towns leaving AllBall. I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Throw the rollie right here. Throw the I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Listen. And just in case, AllBall, as you respond, listen, man. He's just chilling with the Godfather. He was talking to the Godfather pregame yesterday. A little Godfather chat. Huh? It's okay, Cat.
Chat. Can't stand this thing.
Carl. It's okay. You keep your head in the game, Carl. We need you. We need you out there. All right? Stick to your guns. That's what I'm talking about, Carl. Get that shot. You mad lion. Don't forget it. AllBall.
I mean, it's not surprising to hear that. All this stuff is rumors. There was nothing, never concrete. It's just us as Knicks fans just basically seeing what we're seeing, and we're just like, some changes have to be made, and we all agreed at one point that it doesn't have to be a big move, but we need some changes. We need some more personnel out there. But let's be realistic. We all said, we have a tough stretch coming up. So I think they're giving these guys an opportunity to right the ship, right? Because it's like, okay, let's say we go out Saturday and beat Philly. I know when Fabian put up, the schedule, the next maybe 10 games, let's say we go 8-2, 7-3, and we beat some solid good teams, right? So,
we need that. We need that.
Right. So in all reality, it's still a long season ahead of us. Still got a long way, still got a lot of games. So guys can definitely turn it around. It's just, do we have faith? Do we believe? Do we think these guys can turn the switch? Do we think Karl Anthony Towns can just poof out of nowhere become a good defender? We don't need you to be a great defender. Can he become a good defender? Can he be the anchor of the defense, right? Can guys like Josh Hart not turn the ball over? Can a guy like Brunson gather the troops and be that leader that we want him to be? Can Mikal Bridges start knocking down shots? Can Mitchell Robinson play back-to-backs? So for me, it's a lot of ifs. And I think the front office, Flea says something, and I think this is what plays a part, and this is where he was 100% correct. You fire Tibbs. You bring in Mike Brown. You telling me we're going to have to make another change? So I think they're trying to save face. And I think they're praying and hoping this thing turns around. Because if you do make these big moves, if you do make another splash and it still doesn't work, then y'all definitely know y'all fired. So I think the front office right now is just on the hot seat. And, they're probably trying to be very patient. You just gave OG the max a couple years ago. You just re-up on Mikal Bridges, right? Brunson saved 100. So, to hear that we're not looking for suitors for Cat, okay. But we all know when we hear that, sometimes it's the total opposite. They could be moving behind very secretly, very quiet. That's how the dark side moves. You don't know they coming. So, at this point, I don't know what to believe. I don't know if there is rumors. I don't know if it is true. We've seen so many rumors of Cat being traded. Charlotte, Orlando, Memphis. They even had trade proposals, right? So for me, am I surprised? No, I'm not. But at the same time, something has to change. And these guys have to hit a switch. And like that young man just said, in this next stretch, if we went 2-9 out of the last 11 games, and half of that was bad teams, half of this or even a little more is about to be all good teams, all solid teams. If we go another 2-9, then what? So for me, I'm not surprised. It's just us as Knicks fans, we don't want to continue to move backwards. We was moving forward. We're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps back. So I'm not surprised that they're not looking to trade Cat. That's the fan base and us saying we want Cat traded. But I think the organization needs to be very careful. There is still a Hall of Famer champion, MVP, BPOY, average 35 and 15 still out there. And I'm just still not understanding how they're not talking behind the scenes trying to make that deal happen. But us not attempting to trade Cat, I hope the front office is right. Like Flea said, I hope y'all bum ass niggas got it right when he used to talk about us about firing Tibbs. And right now, Flea looking like a genius, which he is. I'm gonna take Flea's stance on this. Front office, I hope y'all fucking right. I hope y'all right. But let's see what happens.
Flea, what are your thoughts? Your reaction to, as of right now, there are no Karl Anthony Towns trade rumors from Ian Begley.
Ian's hug that he gave me the other day, that time I seen him was a little funny. So I don't trust that nigga. I tried to get a nigga a little hug. He gave me a little weak hug. I don't trust that nigga. So I don't know if we could trust that nigga and what he's saying. Right? He's a little shaky. The nigga had, It was after COVID. The nigga still had a mask on. He was acting weird. I don't know. So I don't know if we could really trust Ian Begley.
But he had reason to give you a weird ass hug at that point, Flea. Just saying. Go
man,
continue.
it's 2020, it's 2023, man. We was past that already, man. Give me a fucking hug, nigga. What's up, baby? Nah. But nah,
he wants to assault. He wanted him to assault him, Flea. Oh boy, like what's this? Flea's crazy.
Of course he's crazy.
Nah. In all seriousness, though, I don't believe he probably was scared. I had a new rag on. Shit was wild. I was looking crazy that night. You know, I was lit.
If the ice was I'm dead. That's all I had to hear. If the ice was clicking, dear God,
I was lit that night. I was lit that night.
Apologies.
He was looking at me like
nigga had the do-rag on, the black shades, and went, "Yo, Ian, come here. What's up, nigga? Give me a hug."
I swear to God. I said, "Yo, Ian, what up?" He was looking at me like, "Yo, what's up, baby?" I said, "Yo, somebody take a picture for me." Grab the nigga.
I just said, "Security, this nigga out of here, man."
Yo, Paul, he was trying to stay low. He had a mask on, and all of a sudden you hear your name from across the room. Somebody recognized you with a mask on,
and then when you
he got shades with a do rag on.
When you look,
I had the Versace do rag on.
You heard me?
The colorful shit.
And when he looked, it's Nino Brown calling
Nino
him.
Brown, nigga. Hey, nigga, come here, nigga.
Your services are no longer needed.
Nostalgic Nick said nigga was about to call the cops. Yeah, call the cops, nigga. Come here, nigga. Nah, man, but in all seriousness though, y'all know how this stuff works, right? The trade rumor mill like ramps up and then it like just simmers down and it's like the quiet before the storm, right? There's nobody on the streets, stores is not closed, stores are closed, there's no light, it's just mad quiet. So I don't necessarily believe that there's no trade rumors. Maybe they're not centered around Cat, but there's absolutely trade rumors. There's absolutely going to be a move made for the New York Knicks by February 5th. Miss me with we staying pat with this team. Cut that out.
So state it just real quick.
Yeah.
What move do you foresee happening?
Minor ones.
What's a minor move that you would love to see happen?
Hold on, slow down.
Okay, sorry.
Before we move on from there, I think that the Karl Anthony Towns, this could be him, Leon Rose. They could be smothering him. How you say that? Coddling the big bodega, as they call him. They know how to really get the silence out there. We talking about the La Cosa Rosa right now. Hey, let's make sure the streets is empty real quick. Ain't nothing on the street. You heard that, Cat? I don't hear nothing either.
It's a good point.
Yeah. Yo, where's Leon from? He his hometown. You know what I mean?
Shrewd operator.
Sopranos is that. That's where the Sopranos at.
Look. Hey, Ian Begley. Go say ain't nothing going on out there real quick, man.
Just be quiet. I got your salary for the year. Quiet.
You have to figure out a way to calm the media down. You can't stop these guys. And I'm realizing that more and more. You can't stop these guys from being on social media. They see every damn trade rumor. And Ian Begley's a major. Remember, when Ian Begley says something, Knicks Twitter goes heavy on it.
Man, listen. A black man traded Luka Doncic, and not a soul knew what was happening. Not a soul knew what was happening.
It's a fact.
So you think this motherfucker Leon Rose can't trade a motherfucker and not a soul know? Man, please.
But Fabian,
they kept it close to the vest.
But Flea, I love what Fabian. I love what Fabian said. I love what Fabian said, and I would a little bit if he can expand on it. Remember, Cat, these players are so sensitive to where it's like, yo, let's put something out there. Because remember, these guys are so mentally weak that this affects them on the court. Right? And it's like these guys have no toughness to them. So it's like Fabian just said, they all watch social media, they know and hear what's going on. And like they said, yo, bro, I just got you to the conference finals. Now y'all talking about getting rid of me. So that affects them so much on the court, the way it's like, yo, if we go through another 2-9, 3-7 stretch, and we getting our boot smoked, then it's like remember now the front office, the pressure is really on. You have to make a move. So I love that Fabian said that.
But then so here's the other question. Is Cat who he is over the last 11 games, or is Cat who he is last season? Who is he really? That's the big question, because if he is who he is from an 82 game season last, that's great. I don't think anybody, all three of us and anybody in the chat, could say anything bad about the way Karl-Anthony Towns played last year. He was a huge part of why we were so successful. But then you have this lull where you've seen those kind of lulls in Minnesota, right? You know that he's capable of being the guy that was who he was for the last 11 games or 12 or whatever it was, that 10-game stretch. So I'm just asking, was that just a blip? Is that an anomaly? Or like, who is he right now? Because that'll all answer the question of, do we really need to trade him?
I'm kind of not going to answer it in my own way.
Okay.
Because if that's Cat, and we know that's him basically at his worst, 4 shot attempts, this, that, and the third, and we were still rolling. Ooh, what happens when he starts getting rolling? What happens when Mike Brown said he did a couple tweaks and you finally simplify some things for your player, who's not able to communicate? Yo, I want the ball over here, man. I don't like the ball up top of the 3-point line every possession. And, that's what I'm thinking about, AllBall. Like, I'm not thinking about a big trade. If they're going to take him off the market like that, if we're going to hold that at face value, Karl-Anthony Towns, we have been asking, has he lost a step? Is this really you? And how do you not understand basketball schemes? What was the last great that we were impressed by Karl-Anthony Towns' game?
That's a great question, because his numbers could be very deceiving. Like, you averaging 22 and 12, whatever it is, double figures. Some of these games, 18 rebounds, 20 rebounds, but that doesn't tell the story. Some of these games we're getting blown out by 30. Some of these games we don't even, there's no lead change. We never was in the lead. So we have to be very careful when we look at a lot of these guys' numbers, including him and including Brunson. Brunson probably still averaging between 26 and 28, but we're playing bad basketball. So I think, Dan Fleet, that was a good question. I'm going to be honest. I think right now, what happened last season, I just think he just happened to play good basketball. I think what he is now is who he is. When it's against bad teams, he's going to play well. When it's against good teams that have good defenders, that are dogs, that are tough, that goes deep into the roster, I think that's who Cat is. Like, he's going to be able to always give you 20. He's going to be able to always grab you 11, 12 rebounds. But like Fabian just said, where's that 1 or 2 games where you go, damn, Cat went crazy, and it meant something or against a good team?
Right. I saw in the comments, big shout out to One Shot D. One Shot D was mentioning that right now Cat is currently, from a defensive perspective, the 12th best defensive center in the league right now, per the numbers. But then in the same sentence, in the same breath, he leads the league in offensive fouls. Leads the league in offensive fouls. So that's cool. Okay, you're not at the bottom, but you middle of the pack in terms of being a rim protector and defense. But then you're also, because guess what, y'all? If y'all didn't realize, offensive fouls are turnovers. The ball goes back to the other team. So it's not a stoppage in play and it's a penalty and the other team gets the basketball. So
where you have the other team gets the ball, where you happen to be middle of the pack at defending them.
So you know what I'm saying, Fabian? Like, okay, we could be middle of the pack on defense, but guess what? And somebody else just said in the chat, he averages 3 offensive fouls a game. So that's 3 turnovers off the bat. Right off the bat, 3. Let's not talk about turnovers, bad passes. So he got to get a little more discipline.
And stay there. Sometimes that's 3 offensive fouls in the first quarter or the first half.
Right. So,
and like Fabian alludes to, they can call more if you really want to be honest. If they gave him 10 fouls, he still might foul out. Like, and I'm not trying to troll or be funny, but on the offensive end, he just turned into a guy that can't keep his hands and his feet to himself.
Which is why I think Brunson wanted to come out and like will stop with the hooking and everything like that, because it's like, yo, every offensive possession means way more for the Cats and the Brunsons of the world. You have to be efficient because if you're not, you're basically you're always on a 3, 4, 5 point swing every single possession when the defense gets when they go back on defense, Flea.
And I mean, if you're turning the ball over at that rate, right, and then you get back on defense and you can't be disciplined on just flat out on the defensive end, right? It's all stuff, in my opinion, it's all stuff that could get cleaned up at the end of the day. It's all stuff that could get cleaned up to the point where it contributes to us being good and winning. Because he was able to, Tibbs was on our neck. And all we did was fight every night. Some nights, we're going to lose games. But every night we fought. So I just want us to have that fight going forward. If we was fighting every night, we wouldn't be talking about, damn, he's so poor on defense, or we need to make a move or this or that.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Real quick, just my one time for the night. Mook Dollars, you get one time. You get one time. Everybody here knows that. You get one time, my brother. One time, because I'm a nice guy now. You get one time. If you play with me going forward, then everybody knows what's up. So, go ahead, my brothers.
What you just said just had me thinking, right? When you look at our guys, we have a lot of deficiencies, right? Mm-hmm. That causes us a lot of ball games. Of course, we can continue to just stomp on Cat, right? But Brunson makes bad decisions as well, right? Turning the ball over, like defensively, can't stop nothing. Josh Hart turning the ball over, right? Can our guys, do you have faith in them to turn all that stuff around? Because if we can't get better at all of our negatives, then what are we really doing? If Cat can't stop the offensive fouling, if he can't become a decent defender, if Brunson can't become a decent defender and stop some of the bad decisions down the stretch with just turning the ball over, rush shots, bad shots making, bad shot takes, do y'all have faith in them guys being able to turn that around and fix those things? Because if we don't have faith in that, then what are we talking about? Because they do it over and over and over again. How many bad third quarters we have? How many times we're going to go into the half down? How many times are we going to go into the third quarter down double digits? Teams are not allowing us to come back down from 20 no more. So all of these bad habits and negatives that we have, do y'all have faith in any of our guys to turn it around?
I mean, I do. I don't think 2-9 over an 11-game stretch is really who we are. I watched this team. I watched us rant and rave about this team the first 2 months of the season. I watched what we did throughout the playoffs last season. Like, we know what the team is capable of. Again, that's why we're so all over the place with just disappointment in Cat, in Brunson, in this, in that. Why we feel that way is because we expected them to turn this over and run through the Eastern Conference this year. Now we get through a stretch where it's like, damn, we playing real bad basketball, and then you allowing people to get back up off the mat. Like, Philly got a little confidence now. They think they're going to be in the mix. Fabian been talking about them for forever, right? Detroit came back. They had a real issue about losing to us, a serious issue. What did they do? They came back, and now they are running away with the Eastern Conference, right? So all these Boston is, dare I say, overachieving without having one of their best guys, Jaylen Brown, MVP candidate, right? So we expected to be head and shoulders better than all those guys. It feels like those teams are have a more sense of urgency than we do. And it's like, yo, we was right there. Championship contention, right there. We can't allow them to get any confidence, especially with us feeling like the Eastern Conference is wide open. So I don't think we're who we are over the last 11 games. And to be honest, this is just all about what I was saying at the beginning of the season. When you get a new coach, you're going to hit some kind of adversity, some type of adversity. It'll happen now. I'd much rather it happen now than it happen in April, May, and June. If it happens then, that's way more disappointing.
I'm going to stick to the wrath that I've been starting in the last week or so. He's been warning us for years. AllBall said something the other day that he's always brushed it off. He's bugging. He says, I'm starting to lose faith in Jalen Brunson. It didn't even. Now I started pinballing in my head. Fleet's been saying, why does he get a pass? Why does he get a pass? What did he win? Where do you get this confidence from? I get he's a great player, great scorer, magical, Michael Jordan numbers. Great. We ain't win. Why does he get that pass? And I almost damn near won't forgive myself for being a stand like this, Fleet. And you
like
tried to, huh?
You don't like being a stand
at all. But I do like
you're a man's man. You like being looked. I'm a man's man.
Oh no, I wish I can't make that. I can't clip nothing up. I can't, shave no. I won't say some foul shit.
Yeah, just relax, slow down. Just slow down.
Almost I can't shave. I can't shave no wood down.
Slow down. Pause. Slow down.
And actually, I could shave, but
slow down.
I'm not. In order for this team to have turned around, we shouldn't have been here in the first place. We should have nipped this shit in the bud. And I can't imagine if we keep comparing you to nothing but Kobe, Mike, whoever it is. Yo, boy, jump in and jump out, jump back in. I can't imagine that Kobe, Mike, oh, this guy, that guy. Even LeBron's goofy ass. He plays at a level that's, obviously exceptional. So he can afford to be goofy. Jalen Brunson can't afford to be goofy. And that's all we've been talking about with your goofy ass podcast, your goofy ass best friend thumbing you in the ass. You can't afford any of these mistakes, just like when you're on the offense and you have that footwork for a reason. You have to have that footwork. You got to be shifty. You got to be that skilled. And you haven't, and maybe you're learning how to be way more skilled at leadership now. It ain't just about when the going gets good. It's about when this thing is where it's at. You guys were avoiding a lot of these tough conversations. You've been avoiding getting along with Cat. We know it. It's the elephant in the room. You guys don't have no pick and roll set up, no nothing. How come Cat doesn't feel comfortable on that court with you? This can't be all on Cat, Brunson. How come he's not coming to you telling you, I think when I roll this way, or I can start from the corner in Minnesota, I did this. And Ant-Man used to give me the ball over here, or McDaniels would give me the ball over here. Why isn't Brunson doing that? Why wasn't he doing that? Again, I wouldn't say this if you weren't big body Brunson. If you weren't Jalen with the fucking with your celebration in the middle of 34th Street. You're a heavy reason why Karl Anthony Towns and this system isn't implemented. That was your family friend that got fired last year. Tried to move on. You wanted Cat here too. They ain't want Randall here.
Fabian, all right. You the same nigga that said when he gives him the ball, what does he do with it?
Yeah.
You the same one.
Right.
So what you want? What you want us to do, bro? What you want us to do?
When he gives Cat the ball.
Yeah, you the same one. Give Cat the ball. Look what he does with it.
No, I didn't say that. AllBall said that. Look what he does with it.
Let me lie. Let me lie.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Damn, OG. I was trying to get off a lie. The nigga couldn't even let me get off a lie.
Put in the street. I'm my bad.
You're supposed to have chemistry, my brother. If I'm lying, just follow the shit.
I told y'all, man. Mike Brown over here, man. Hugging Draymond.
I know
man.
OG said it, but I had to put that smut on you. Damn.
My bad. Throw that shit out in the street, my brother. I apologize.
Nah, man. No, but honestly, I agree with you. It's like Brunson, the next level for your game. Let's talk about that for a second. Okay, 8 years in, is he done growing? Is he done maturing as a hooper? Is he done maturing as, we feel like he could be the best player in the championship team? Well, that means he got to elevate the niggas around him, right? So if Cat is struggling, yeah, that could fall on Cat not being aggressive, not playing up to the standard, right? Low motor, all that type of stuff. But we always relied on the guys that we talked about the other day, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, CP. They put Halliburton on that list. But all those guys are attempting to make guys around them better. I think that's the next level for Brunson. If Brunson could take that up on that, I go get a bucket at any point in time. I'm gonna go put the ball in the basket. That ain't no problem. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. That ain't no problem, right? That ain't no problem. But getting everybody else involved, right spots, timing, all of that kind of stuff. I think that's the next level for him. He goes to that level, like that's.
But I think that's the part where I thought I took for granted, where I thought that came along with him, no matter what was going on in the season. And you have to somehow, if you see that part slipping, remember, he has to damn near play whatever his version of his game is, has to be perfect. Then he got to grow how to involve everyone else because he's not Steve Nash and Jason Kidd and Chris Paul with the rock in passing. So he threw a couple skip passes yesterday, by the way, that were on point. As soon as he got the ball, get off the rock. Cat, you got to command Cat, get off that ball. I'm giving it up to you. That give and go they were doing yesterday was nice. I haven't seen them do that ever since he's been a Knick. How many more alley-oops is he throwing Mitchell Robinson? Now he got to tell himself, like you just said, I can get what I want whenever I want. Why are you losing confidence by giving the ball up? Remember, Jordan had to go through that. When Phil Jackson told him, bro, you got a squad now. Ain't all that. There's no excuse for you to go be a ball hog. And now you got to tell Jalen Brunson, you can say whatever you want about Julius Randle. He's gone. Them other guys is gone. We got the All-NBA player you were talking about going to spread the floor. Why are you not passing the ball? What's your excuse?
I mean, just real quick, I seen Cherokee in the building. You know, we got to shout out the ladies, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the elegant. Cherokee is in the building. Cherokee, what up, y'all? The ladies of AllBall TV are in the building. Show some love, fellas.
Cherokee, what up? Wipe your feet at the door.
That's right.
She says.
For me, right, and y'all both make great points. The chat, love y'all. Y'all engaged as usual. Y'all killing it in the comments. For me, what I realize is a lot of the great players every season, their game stays the same. It's just that the deficiencies, the things that they did worse, they just do a little better. So, prime example, a guy like SGA, there's no big difference from him last season and this season. But you know what? He's a little more efficient. His team is also knocking down shots. With Jalen Brunson, I don't think he needs to get better offensively. I just think he needs to be a smarter basketball player and play better defense. I just think our guys, if you hit that ceiling, okay, cool. But you have to get better at what you're bad at. Okay, if you're gonna stay at averaging, like think about it, Luka ain't getting better in the last 3, 4, 5 seasons. He's the same basketball player. But if Austin Reeves and LeBron and all these other guys are knocking down shots and doing their part, to me, that's what makes the team better. But if Brunson is not going to work on his defense a little bit, if he's not going to work on his decision-making down the stretch, if he's not going to take care of the basketball, if Cat is not going to work on, because these guys can score the basketball, that's not the problem. But every season, these players are averaging the same thing. They're doing the same thing they did prior. But the GOATs, the great ones, they work on everything that they're not good at. And I just feel our guys, I'm not trying to be funny, I am starting to lose faith because it comes to a point where you are who you are. Brunson, this is going on your 4th season. You haven't worked on your defense yet. You're still making the same stupid decisions with the basketball down the stretch when you're throwing bad passes and turning the ball over. Cat has gotten worse with the offensive fouls. It's gotten more flagrant. Now it's the raising the leg. He wasn't doing that last season.
He did.
Josh Hart, right? But not to this extent.
It's more
right.
rampant.
Josh Hart still turning the ball over, right? Mikal Bridges still putting up bricks. So for me, Flea, I asked that question because it's like when you watch. We about to play them Saturday. Look at Maxey. Listen, these guys.
Do you remember at the beginning of the season that you were like overlooking Philly? Do you remember like I'm not even thinking about Philly? Remember you were saying that?
Yes.
It's just crazy. Not saying you wrong. It's just crazy that now we're in this spot where we're like every game we don't know if we're walking into a win or not. Go ahead, Fabian. I'm sorry.
No, I want to get it to Flea before
Oh yes.
Flea, as AllBall's talking, I'm thinking about it like this because we don't put enough emphasis. Your man is Beam, and you kind of not like what I'm saying, but
20-year anniversary, 81 points. I might go watch that tonight. 20-year anniversary. I might go watch that tonight.
What a Coinky think, and he did that after he got rid of Shaq's ass, right? Because there's a thing with being Robin. We see now in real time, Scottie Pippen had a problem being the Robin. Cat is a Robin right now, and Jalen Brunson has kind of overlooked that no matter how you feel about it, Pippen seems to be a sensitive guy. Kobe's the opposite. He's sensitive, but he's aggressive. Yo, man, get him out. You know what? Get the big fella out of here. But there's something to being second fiddle. And Brunson has not been adamant enough and taking care of that enough. Regardless of you got to put the kid gloves on, take the gloves off. With Cat, Flea, that's what I'm saying. I lost faith because I'm losing faith in Brunson because I thought he had the leadership shit down packed. And you got a podcast with your goofy ass roommate instead of showing the goofy ass superstar teammate of yours more love.
I don't know if I can like just solely put that on Brunson. Brunson got to be a better leader for sure. Brunson has to be a better leader. And everybody has been saying Brunson is a leader by example, right? The way he goes about his work, the way he shows up every night, you can just follow him by just him being how he behaves, how he walks, how he talks, that type of shit. But then sometimes you need that leader in the locker room, that leader on the bench like he was, right? Remember how he was the other night against Dallas, trying to galvanize the troops. I understand what you're saying, OG. I would have loved to see that 2 weeks ago, a month ago, before things started to spiral, right? I would have liked to see us be a little proactive as opposed to reactive. All of this shit is reactive now. We lost 9 out of 11 games. So now I got to do stuff out of my norm. I don't think that's naturally who he is. I don't know the nigga. But just from what I've seen over the last couple of years in New York, he doesn't seem like the guy that's going to chew you out for missing a defensive assignment. Or he's not going to be the guy that chews you out for missing a pick or missing a cut or something like that. He don't seem like that guy. But maybe that's the next step in his maturation as a player. He's in New York City. You in New York City. Some of that quiet guy, cool guy shit is all right, but we like fiery guys. We like guys that get after it. And he may need to show that whether it feels good or not.
But
go ahead, my bad.
That's been my concern. I'm doing a lot of self-reflecting now. Because I can't believe I ain't been tearing this motherfucker up the last 2 months. I'm the guy holding Brunson on the mantle too. So if we holding you on this mantle, you supposed to figure that out where I'm the leader. What do leaders do? When we say you're a great player, you the MVP conversation, what happens with your teammates? You're supposed to elevate them. So if they're not being elevated, you got to look in that mirror, bro. What are you not doing? You got to try something different. I don't know if you yell at him today, that might work. Now tomorrow, see something else that try something else. Then you figure out, all right, what did he respond to? Does he like this tone when I talk to him in this tone? It's like when I yell at him, which one does he respond to? Yo, get down low. Or does he respond to sign language? I don't think you're making an effort to hang out with him enough. Like, it's so easy to hang out with Mikhail and your college buddies. That's easy to do. The hard thing to do is having a superstar teammate play second fiddle, bro.
I respect what you're saying. I respect that.
But Flea,
keep going. I respect that though.
No, yeah. I mean that. Yeah,
doing
that
something out of the norm, right? Doing something out of the norm that you're not used to doing.
But you know what worked for Brunson last season? Because Flea, you made a great point, and Fabian just killed that. There's two things New York love. You either going to be the guy that's going to be loud and just command the respect, or we like the quiet guys, but you do your talking on the court. That's what Brunson did last season. That's what he did last season. Played at an MVP level basically the whole season. Right now, he's not doing that. We didn't go to the next level this season. That was the major thing. Once you heard Tatum went down, Halliburton went down, we thought Embiid wouldn't even play this season. The whole basketball world. Knicks got the best player in the East, Brunson, best clutch player, this, blah, blah, blah. Remember, we didn't go to the next level. We digressed.
Best offensive lineup in NBA history.
You understand what I'm
saying? Remember that shit?
Yes. So the difference between this season and last season with Brunson not being vocal and being low and cool and smooth, he talked on the court with his play in the playoffs. He's not doing that this season. Yeah, there's games where he'll have 28, 30, whatever, but we getting our ass kicked. So These guys got to step it up tremendously, or like with the fan base is going to start losing a lot of respect for these guys. Come on, they got booed the other night. Y'all know what happens after that. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna jump out of here, fellas, but I'm gonna just leave with this, man. We ain't good with mediocrity. I miss me with this guy's having a good season. This guy's having a good season by the numbers. I keep hearing about the Knicks got the same record as they did last year. Look at Cat's numbers. Look at Brunson's numbers. This, that, all of this shit that shit matters. But we know what our eyes are telling us, y'all. We know what our eyes have been telling us. Like, stop that shit. Be honest with yourself. Big shout out to Mook Dollars. Mook Dollars tried to tell me I wasn't a Knicks fan because I like to be honest. I'm being honest. I know what my eyes are telling me. We got to step it up. The way we playing right now and we bring that into the playoffs, you're not going to win. I don't give a fuck if you're 22-11. I don't care if Brunson is 29-9. Doesn't matter. If it doesn't result in wins, all it tells me is that you know how to read a fucking box score, or you know how to read the paper, or you know how to use Google. That shit don't matter to me. What is my eyes telling me? These niggas are not playing up to the way they need to play. So we could coast if we want to. They'll be home after the first round doing that.
Flea, I'm gonna need some lottery numbers because the way you've been on point about the Knicks the first 4 months, it would have hit the fan. So someone like Mook Dollars not understanding.
They said I'm not a fan. They said I'm gonna be lying. They don't know.
Well,
I'm refraining from telling niggas to shut the fuck up, but you know me.
But how long have I been going against you with this Jalen Brunson thing? And now for me is what you said, old boy, a little bit earlier. If last year he could be loud on the court and even the year before, that's the team that allowed him to do that. But life, it can't say basketball is all rhythm. Life is about rhythm. This team is not. You ain't rocking right with this team. So you got to figure something else out. And no, I'm sorry, bro. This was a plan to take over New York. Your family runs this the highest value franchise in basketball. No, not getting off the hook, bro. Not getting off the hook, dog. It's not going to happen. You wanted to take this over. This is a part of taking this over. Point blank, period. I gotta believe Brunson's sitting at home having the same conversation with himself. We can't lose to these bums. Like he's not Cat. This guy's a self-starter. He's like, when we say he's like Mike and Kobe and them, yeah, he's like that. But of course, he can't play defense like them. He's not 6'6". Talking about mentality. Derrick Rose wasn't a great defender, but I believe mentally he's on that level. Guys that are built that way, I think it's hard for them to even like feel, normal with you. They're going to look at you like, how come you ain't nice, Cat? And maybe he's been kind of giving that off too much. And he's the one that got to get this right, old boy. That I'm going to stress that for the rest of the season because this is your reputation on the line. It ain't Cat's. He been had this rep on him. He been had that shit on his name.
Listen, man. It's very difficult to watch us, man. That's just a fact. It's like Brunson and them, they haven't taken that leap. I'm very disappointed. And these last couple seasons with Brunson, he didn't have to talk much. He didn't have to respond to anybody because his play on the court told it all. This season, he's averaging 28. But have y'all seen how we've been looking this whole month? Like, we can't defend that. Nobody's a bigger Brunson stand than me. I argue at times Brunson is the best player in the NBA, and I get roasted. But I have to be fair. I have to hold him accountable. We supposed to be looking like a championship contending team. And we're not. We could continue to kick Cat in the back. But no, we know in all sports, when things start getting bad and going downhill and getting worse, the best player gets the blame. Whether it's the quarterback on the NFL team or the best player on the NBA team. If any of these teams start taking a dive, you blame the best player. Jalen Brunson, this is on him. This is on him. Yeah, Cat, everybody has to do better. But the difference last season, Brunson could have told you, I do my job. I'm hitting game winners. I'm averaging 30. We the legit third seed. I'm clutch player of the year. Starting in the All-Star game. Come on now. So you get to this season, we didn't take that leap. We made no progress. Granted, quote, we got a better coach. If everybody wanted Tibbs fired, you got what you wanted. The ball is in your hands. Go ahead. You can have everything. No. Brunson has to be held accountable. And we cannot get bamboozled by the other night against the Brooklyn Nets. We cannot get bamboozled by these guys' numbers. All the other teams that's competing for championships, the Celtics, Detroit, OKC, Denver, you think them guys really care about what they averaging? They're going out there winning ball games, playing great team defense and offense. We're not doing that. Our guys have to turn it around, and we have to start knocking down shots. We have to start defending, and Brunson has to pull this thing together. Because if not, this is going to sound crazy. It's not going to be Cat. They're going to be talking about being traded. Brunson's name is going to start flying around, because eventually it's going to have to come to a point where it's like, yo, it's been 5-6 seasons. Can't get over the hump. We already know what's going to be said. Can't guard nobody. He not getting nobody involved. Come on, bro. So I'm just very disappointed, and I'm starting to lose a little bit of faith because these guys are who they are. And I don't see how you can just snap a finger and turn it around.
And we saw that in Golden State where everybody said, yo, you're not supposed to let that happen to Cat. That was obvious. We all agree with that. But I think with Brunson, it comes with the territory. You're not supposed to let any of this happen to Cat. The second best player takes this much blame, and I'm guilty of it. Flea's been stressing this. You let that happen on your watch. This is what happens when you become the face of New York City. You can't let your man take the heat like that. You can't. Yo, you know what? I'm messing up. I'm not doing my job well enough. I'm not communicating with my teammates well enough. There's a lot of power. Let's be honest. There's a lot of power that I hold here that may be perceived that way as well, even though they treat me, I think, as independently as possible, as respectfully as possible. But I can understand being a teammate of mine and thinking, damn, if I rub this guy the wrong way, am I out of here? Can I actually be myself around him without getting some repercussion or reprimand from the top? He holds the weight from the top to the bottom. That's one of the point guard. The second round draft pick, he did that. You know how much flames we got for LeBron for doing that? But it's kind of like that's LeBron. He can do that. But Brunson? So this is why I'm like, yo, the veil is off. The mask is off. Yo, Brunson, this is all on you. Because this is all on you. You created this. You created this.
And I don't mind Brunson being quiet. Just speak loud with your play on the court.
Stay there. Because what you're saying, right? Not just your play on the court, to be honest. I want to know how come it took whatever it took for Mikal Bridges to run up the half court and be aggressive and shake OG up. Fuck out of here with that nonchalant shit. Fuck, yo, come on, let's get hype. Why isn't anybody helping up Jalen Brunson? Again, I asked this question and everybody avoided it. When was the last time you ever heard anybody refer to him as the captain? Anybody? Why? Where's the fun at? Where's the pushing for each other? The cat thing at Golden State, Draymond punking him, symbolized a lot. I don't care what you feel. How do you lose? Because that means you lost championship hopes within yourselves. That's why we losing faith, AllBall, because we don't see it on the court. If we was on the team, we'd be going crazy. Forget about yelling at each other. How about pulling for each other? I don't see enough of that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. Big shout out to the chat. Y'all know we love y'all to death. Whether we agree or disagree, The way y'all just continue to engage, it's just mind-boggling, man. Love y'all. Keep it up, please.
While you're there, AllBall, Anthony Perry, thank you for your $20. Just supporting my guys. Salute. Damn. He threw another $2 on it. I see y'all took off the K's in the joint.
Yeah.
We had to.
So we beat a respectable team. Them K's is off.
Oh boy, he did throw a little $20.
You already know. Shoulder shake for that.
Damn, he threw another $5. Yo, Anthony Perry, appreciate you, man. Steph Curry is the mastermind. Oh, I love this. Steph Curry's the mastermind. Draymond is his Luca Brasi. JB and Cat haven't established that type of dynamic yet. Exactly. Why hasn't Cat? Why did Cat lose? He was calling you captain the whole first year. What did that? You in the locker room? You feel that when somebody don't show you the same kind of love? You feeling that, Brunson? Go get that back. You gotta let everybody fuck everybody else. You gotta get Cat to buy in. You gotta get Cat to buy in to the whole system. Yeah, it's about me. I'm a bigger star on this. Yeah, okay, Cat. I see what you're saying, Carl, but nah, I can't do this without you, bro. I fucking need you.
Yeah, but you know what? Listen, man, I'm gonna always allude to what Shaq says. It comes a time and point where fuck the coach. We on the court. Get the job done. Y'all gotta knock down shots. I don't care how Cat feels about Brunson. I don't care how Brunson feels about Cat. Y'all gotta knock down shots. Y'all gotta defend. Y'all gotta start manning up. This team constructed is not good for what the NBA is today. We don't have enough ball handlers. We don't have enough guys that knock down shots, and we don't have enough good defenders. We don't have no athleticism, no athletic players, and we're little. Excuse me, like that's what I'm saying. The front office, y'all have to make a move. We need some bigger wing players. We need another big. Like this team constructed, we're watching the NBA fly by us. We're watching it.
Stay right there, AllBall, because there's another update from Ian Begley about who we are rumored to get. I don't know if I like this, man.
Gershon Yabusele, Knicks' biggest offseason signing in terms of the money that they spent. Got a player option for next season. I do think that at the end of this thing, when we get to the buzzer, he'll be moved somewhere. I don't know how much they could get back. Mike, what do you think in terms of potential return on a Yabusele trade and potential landing spots?
Yeah, Ian, look, with Gershon Yabusele, when he signed in the offseason, a lot of executives I spoke to thought it was a legitimate home run signing for the Knicks. However, this was before they hired Mike Brown as the coach. Yabusele hasn't fit in Mike's system. And with that said, they are exploring the market on him. I would say for Gershon, I think that his contract plus another minimum salary guy is something they're going to look to pair. And potentially they may have to give up a second-round pick, maybe two, to make a move if they're going to acquire someone better to fortify the bench. Now, I think one thing that's interesting, and I'll share with you on your show before I've shared anywhere else, is I did hear the Knicks were calling not only on Jose Alvarado of the New Orleans Pelicans, but also center Yves Missy. So I thought that was interesting to me. Now, look, part of it could be doing background due diligence, but you don't make calls on these guys unless there's some level of interest. So that raised my antenna a little bit. And if you take Yabusele and another kind of minimum guy, you can maybe try to make something happen there. Yves Missy is a guy that the Pelicans have gauged the market on as well. He's played less this year compared to his rookie campaign with the new regime. And a lot of teams that are eyeing centers are looking at Yves Missy as a trade candidate. So something to monitor there. And I agree with your assessment, brother, that by the end of this trade deadline, ideally Gershon Yabusele is going to be moved to a team that can utilize him better. And for the Knicks, to get a player that fits their system as they look to try to make a run in the East here.
Man, please. AllBall, enough of these shenanigans. I like Alvarado, but who said it first? Was it PMCG? Yeah. Okay, get Alvarado, but get Kevon Looney with him. The kid, he's another project. Yeah, some defense, he could swat some shots, but enough is enough of these shenanigans. Alvarado, he brings a culture. He will shake up the culture a little bit, but who's he guarding one-on-one?
Big shout out Alvarado from New York City. Always got to show love, to a player from the town. But that's not a move that's getting us to the next level. Like we need a wing that's athletic, that can defend and knock down a three. That's who Yabusele was supposed to be. We watched him dunk on LeBron in the Olympics. We watched him have a half decent season with the 76ers. We thought he would be able to defend, give us some type of physicality, athleticism, and knock down some three-point shots. He's literally giving us nothing. We have to plug the holes. Fuck all that trying something. No, this season we have to make these moves to get back to where we thought we would be. And that's next step in the championship. Come on, man. Come on. There should be one team in our way, and that's Detroit. Philly shouldn't be in our way. Cleveland shouldn't be in our way. Orlando or Boston shouldn't be in our way. And right now, it is very possible if we play any of those teams in the first round with the way we're playing right now, we can lose. So everybody that's telling me or just in the chat, just bragging and boasting about how much Cat is averaging, how much Brunson is averaging. Oh, it's only early in the season. We was this last season. No. There is a possibility that if we go to the first or the second round, we can lose. No, man. These situations have to get fixed now. Now. And the way we're constructed is not going to work. We don't have enough ball handlers. We don't have enough defenders. And we don't have enough guys that knock down shots. That's the NBA today. That is the NBA today. Oh, and by the way, we're little. Josh Hart got to play 7 feet every night. Come on, man. Come on. We watch Cat get out-rebounded every other night. Somebody said in the chat a while ago, just from his offensive fouls to him missing chippies under the basket, that shit kills us. Then when he does make a run, you give it right back because you can't guard nobody or you commit stupid fouls. Same thing with Brunson. We got to get this shit together, or listen, it can possibly end very bad, Fabian.
And you know what? If we do get Alvarado, because everything you said is on point. Again, PMCG, man. Looney set screens too. And guess what? Looney was in Golden State. Tibbs was always getting his guys. Hey, coach, where's your guys? You're the coach. This is a collaborative effort, right? So go speak up. That's our number one issue with Mike Brown, is that you're not assertive. That guy right there, Kevon Looney, could rebound. He's been in the same system that you're trying to implement. Maybe he could take the weight off of Cat a little bit coming off the bench. Remember, Mitch and Looney could set screens. That means you could have a guy out there setting screens at all times. We don't have that. I mean, legit screens. So, yeah, it's something small. You know, I feel all ball. It's the little things. Guard 94 feet. Being able to set screens and get people open.
But
that has to be implemented.
But also basketball IQ.
Exactly.
Like at times, I don't want to call nobody dumb, but we do not play smart basketball. We don't.
We don't, but it's harder to play smarter when you're confused. And I think Cat has already admitted he's confused. So how do you simplify it? Yo, get him off the screens. If you're a shooter, how do you get him to his best shots to get him more comfortable? The same way you say Mitchell Robinson will feel more motivated if you give him some lobs. And I'm like, what? And lo and behold, all of a sudden, they got him a couple of lobs. He was out there going on Captain America juice the other day. So I think getting people on there like a Kevon Looney to help out Cat is going to help. Plus, it helps Mike Brown with another player who understands that system they're trying to implement. You don't need 100% of your system. Drop it down to 80% of some shit. Get some players that actually know what the hell you're talking about. Because Cat doesn't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, we need a couple smart players that have high basketball IQ and can defend. Simple and plain, man. We watched the game today. Listen, man, a lot of these guys know the game. They know the game. And when you watch it, it's just like, we don't have that. At times when Josh Hart has the ball, it's like, oh my God, the decision making. At times when Brunson has the ball, you be like, why did you throw that pass? Don't get us started on Cat. Don't get us started on OG. How many times we watch Mikal Bridges shoot a 3 on a fast break like he Claire Curry, and you like, what? We need some high basketball IQs and guys that are smart, man. This shit is, listen, we got to start telling the truth about our ball club. I know we diehard Knicks fans. I know we love them. But if we're going to win a championship or at least contend and compete for a championship, these problems, they have to get fixed. And they have to get fixed immediately. Because if you think you're going to give Cat the max, keep these players and keep this same squad and think we're going to progress, you lost your mind. You lost your mind. Alvarado gives us another ball handler. Okay, I give you that. But nah, listen. We need way more than that. We need way more than that. And it's going to have to come to a point where guys like OG, Mikal Bridges, Deuce, it's like, yo, if we got upgrade, you got to think about getting rid of those guys. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. If y'all guys are not going to step it up, if we're going to go in this stretch where now we're going to, once again, the next 10 games, we 3-7, 4-6, or we're under 500, and guys are giving you just minimal effort, 8 points, 6 points, 12 points. Nah, man. Nah. Y'all got to start keeping it real up here. This shit looks bad.
Horrible. Yeah, Anthony Perry, thank you for your $2 again. User belly should be out the door ASAP.
ASAP.
Correct. Real quick update on Mike Brown speaking on Mo Diawara. I'll tell you, man, Mo, he's played well. I've been pleasantly surprised. He's got great size. He's got really good instinct for a young guy. And part of that instinct is a feel, especially on the offensive end of the floor, of how to move the basketball, which makes the game easier for everybody. And he's working really hard on his shot and his decision-making when he hits the paint with his length and feel and IQ and all that. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good rebounder, pretty good defender for a young guy. So he's saying the same exact thing that we're saying. It's not like he doesn't know what he can do. I don't know if he has to find some minutes for him all ball, but enough is enough. Like, you got to be able to find some minutes for this guy too, because I know that was part of their plan, was being able to have these young guys develop under a coach that Tibbs couldn't really get done.
Well, I mean, a player like a player like Diawara is what we're missing. Just that size, the athleticism, that speed, right? But listen, the young man has to earn those minutes. When you're out there on the floor, if it's 2, 3, 4 minutes, you got to knock down shots. You got to play good defense, right? So, we've seen in spots where he's played well, but then we've also seen where guys look lost out there. Listen, man, this is New York. It's tough. It's tough. That crowd is tough. The pressure is tough. But, I like Diawara, but still, there's times where I watched him and was like, okay, he got to take him off the floor. Stage too big for him. But listen, we don't have time to wait for these guys. We just don't. That's just the honest truth. We don't have time to wait 3 to 5 years for you guys to get better. No, we have to win now. So if you're not going to produce and help us win now, listen, I can't put you on the court. Because as a coach, remember, that's jeopardizing my job. I got vets. I got guys that's getting big money. I got all-stars over here. Bro, listen, you got to earn this spot. You got to earn this spot. And a lot of our guys, no disrespect, yeah, they look good sometimes, but more times than others, they look lost out there. They just do. Like our guys, these young guys are not that good that where you can put them in a line of fire immediately. Those are special players where they make an impact like a VJ immediately. A Dylan Harper. And I'm not saying you have to be that, but our guys are not that. They still, they still got the the pedals on. Whatever they did, the training wheels, right? Nah, man, we're not no team that's just trying to get to the playoffs. We're trying to win a championship. So I get when coaches is very hesitant to play the young guys because listen, I put you out there, y'all be getting cooked. You see what happened with Kolick? Getting fried. So listen, we have to make a move. Listen, if it means giving up some of the young fellas, like I said, Yabu has to go. You have to make a move. You have to make it. That's why I told people, listen, even if you can make a move and go get a DeRozan or Sabonis and you ain't got to get rid of Cat. 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 You ain't got to get rid of There's players out there that can help us immediately. Immediately. A guy like DeMar DeRozan, we can use him right now. We can use him. He's a big guard, and he can play and he can shoot. So, listen, we got to stop guessing. We know what we need to do, Fabian. Get the job done.
And to Nostalgic Nick's point, if Mo Diawara is that good, why you stop playing him then, dummy?
Good point, Nostalgic. Good point. That's why I didn't even, when you read that, I said something like, but you don't play him. So what's the purpose of even putting that out?
Why even say that? And speaking of playing and not playing, it's time to react.
All ball suckers.
I ain't playing with y'all, man. They ain't playing at all. All ball. It's out there. It's gotten worse. And the funny thing is, they were laughing at us. They were laughing at us. But a whole lot is going down in LA. And we ain't talking about them Clippers. We're talking about them bum-ass Lakers. Jeannie Buss has set off a firestorm. That's right. That old school hottie toddy. She ain't playing no games. She came out swinging. She meant to swing on her brothers, but LeBron James caught a stray. The latest on the Lakers, LeBron James saga. Jeannie Buss began to turn on LeBron James years ago. He grumbled about James' outsized ego. Jeannie Buss felt Clutch exerted too much control, didn't like how LeBron was considered a savior, lack of accountability over the Westbrook trade, privately mused about not giving him a contract extension and even trading him. Felt LeBron was not grateful the Lakers drafted Bronny, begrudgingly gave him a contract extension, fearing a bad PR hit. And by the way, when they were talking about trading him, that was in 2022. That was back when AllBall and myself was saying, you need to get rid of LeBron and AD. That thing ain't going the way you want it to go. And lo and behold, the owner of the Lakers was thinking the same thing, AllBall. They think big business like us. Shout out to Jeannie Buss. AllBall. We got some responses from some LeBron cohorts, but I'd rather you react to Jeannie Buss real quick.
Listen, Jeannie Buss has had enough. Remember, it's my team. Well, this was my team. You know, they sold it, but like this is the family's name. Our father, like, pride into this. But this is what LeBron and them tried to do in Miami. And Pat Riley wasn't having it. You're not coming over here and taking over this franchise, bro. We got one before you. Like, I'm Pat Riley. Showtime Lakers and all that, bro. But nah, we ain't letting you and your guys come over here and take over. Like, come on, man. I've been saying it. People laughed at me. I've been on social media now a little over 4 years. And I said 3-4 years ago, LeBron needs to retire. And everybody thought I was crazy. How do y'all feel about that now? Bro, you're exhausting. Go. Like, your tenure with the Lakers has been a disaster. And I'm starting to realize the only Laker that wanted LeBron was Magic Johnson. That's the only Laker that wanted LeBron James, and it was Magic Johnson. Because let's be for real, Magic understands business. They didn't care if he won a championship. Magic understands business. The Lakers were terrible. They were going in the wrong direction, and Magic said to himself, if we could get a guy like this, we'll be back in the limelight. But for Jeannie Buss, they're about winning championships. Yeah, we like the limelight. Yeah, we like the business. But we're in the business of putting up banners, not a banner. Banners, plural. Not a banner that nobody respects. So just imagine being Jeannie Buss and we give you everything you want. In season after season, year after year, no playoffs, knocked out in the first round, swept in the conference finals, injury, load management. You force us to get your son. You don't like no coach. You force us to get another coach that was on YouTube. You got Rich Paul. He's now making trades for us. It is a mess.
Ooh, stay right there. Because lo and behold, who responded to Jeannie Buss on their podcast? Rich Paul. Excuse me. Rico Pablo reacts to the Jeannie Buss article lambasting LeBron James. How's the fiddle ball before we play the clip?
Terrible. I don't know what he doing too much. I don't know what he doing there.
Called her, but we were talking. And she said something that I missed on her show. And she said,
Lou McKay.
Yeah. She said, Rich, great power comes with great responsibility. And so, and she's right.
Uncle Ben, Spider-Man,
right?
Always a good quote.
She's right. And for this situation, look, there's an article written every day. Who gives a shit? I don't, right? And you don't know what's true, what's not true, but where there's smoke, there's fire, right?
Mm.
But what I will say is, I seen some of the stuff that came out about it, and obviously, they talked about different scenarios in terms of the power that we may have and whatever. Here's all I know. All I know is this. There's an appreciation for guys like Michael Irvin. There should be, our legends. And there damn sure should be appreciation for a guy like LeBron, right? And I think that
what?
Oftentimes,
pause it real quick. Just pause it real quick. What?
People decide.
Max, pause it. Did Max checking the script going, Michael Irvin?
Did you
what? Did you mean Michael Jordan? Who did you mean? Michael Irvin.
And yo, listen, we got nothing but respect and love for Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin played for the Lakers? What the fuck?
He went to he checked the paperwork. He checked the paperwork.
Nigga said what?
Yo, Rich Paul, I'm not even playing the rest of that shit. Rich Paul, the lack of awareness for you to say where there's smoke, there's fire. With great power comes great responsibility. For you to say all that and to have a podcast, you moron.
I'm gonna take it a step further. Okay, keep going.
You sitting there talking about where there's smoke, there's fire. What do you think everybody's thinking when you're on a podcast talking about trading Austin Reeves? All the smoke you started. Jeannie Buss came in here like this the whole time. Oh yeah, you got a podcast? Wait till I drop this book and this interview real quick on your ass. On y'all. Bombing on y'all. Jeannie Buss just came out, try to backtrack and say, hey, this was meant to be a slap in the face of my brothers. There's nothing to do with LeBron. Too late. You know how this works, Jeannie. You've been in the game my whole life, Jeannie Buss. So Rich Paul, obviously we're similar age, all of us. He got some damn nerve talking about where there's smoke, there's fire, and with great power comes great responsibility. And she done swiped that great power you have with them Lakers, old ball.
Yo, I've said it for how long now? Everybody doesn't belong in front of the mic. Big shout out Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers, I love his platform. Yeah. Right? And that's what we strive for, just to be respectable and just good. Like, you don't have to make millions of dollars. You don't have to have the biggest social media following. You don't have to have 1 million views each video on YouTube, but just have respectable, good content, right? And Austin Rivers said it just beautifully. Rich Paul, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Bro, why are you in front of the mic talking? You're an agent. What are you doing? Bro, you sound ridiculous. Let's be for real. The outfit was terrible. I don't care who it was by. The hat was terrible. Just the whole fit was terrible. So right there, you looking crazy. But you don't make no sense. And then now Jeannie Buss trying to backtrack why that doesn't work is because Rich Paul, you already spilled the beans. Where there's smoke, there's fire. We know what that means. So even if now they're trying to pull, because now everybody's feeding into it. I seen on social media, oh, everybody bugging. Jeannie Buss ain't even say that. Nah. Rich Paul makes things worse. Bro, he doesn't know what he's doing up there. You're just blurting out and saying stuff. And let's be totally honest. Nobody wants to hear you talk, bro. Nobody wants to hear you talk. It just goes to show how much of a mess the Lakers have been all this time. And it just goes to show Jeannie Buss regrets signing LeBron James to the Lakers. I guarantee you. Yo, man, all money ain't good money. And listen, man, sometimes it ain't worth the headache. Is what LeBron did to the Lakers worth that bullshit championship? I think Jeannie Buss would take back that championship if she could not have signed LeBron James. If you know what the aftermath is going to be. You made her sign your son. You made her sign you $50 million. Knowing we don't have the right roster to build around you. Bro, you don't care about winning. Nothing. What you care about, you can't win that. Bro, you care about chasing Mike. It ain't working. But Rich Paul, man, I've been saying it. I'm surprised they still up there. I want to see how long this shit gonna last. Because this is listen, Rich Paul and Max Kellerman's podcast is gonna have a worse ending or just the same ending as LeBron James with the Lakers. This shit is, you can't make this script up, bro. You can't make this up.
And it's part of the reason why I'm stressing Jalen Brunson looking in the mirror, because this can easily, what's happening in New York can happen what's happening with LeBron. They got all the power in the world, the New York Knicks. A doofy podcast. The Knicks are souring. The Lakers are souring ever since you came back, LeBron. Forget about nepotism. Forget about all that. You have a lot of power in this organization, and they're trying to get rid of it. And of course, one of the lead mascots of LeBron chimed in, because there's a lot of them. Draymond, I'm not playing Draymond's clip. That's easy work. But this right here, AllBall, your man done dropped a couple of notches of respect. Jesus Christ. Shannon Sharp trying to grow a beard and look respectable out here.
Now, hold on. That right there looks crazy. All three of them look crazy. Let's just be realistic. All three of them look nuts. But go ahead. I'm out.
And do you remember the years? LeBron got there in 2019. Do you remember from like 15, 16, 17, 18? Do you remember what that was like? LeBron packed this back. He was like the Beverly Hills Billies, but a little wealthier. He hit in Tennessee, that black gold, and they moved to Beverly Hills. He was in Cleveland, had it all. He said, you know what? You ain't even got to recruit me. Magic Johnson showed up, had the contract. Hey, I'm coming, Magic. Jeannie, not only did you get LeBron in 2019,
so they did recruit
any work. Remember, all the free agents that had bypassed your ass. Not only did you get LeBron to come in 2020, you also got Anthony Davis and got a championship. And in the process of getting Anthony Davis, you was able to trade him and parlay into that to Luka Doncic. Without LeBron James, you get
pause
none
that. Pause that. No, pause that. Pause that. Pause that.
I'm not.
Pause that. No. We're gonna break this down. No. Yeah. We're gonna do a little overtime today. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, Shannon Sharp. We have so much respect for you up here, bro. Like your platform, you had an opportunity to do something so special. And it's like you dropped the ball, bro. Like you really dropped the ball. Your LeBron glaze is out of control. But let's talk facts. They did recruit LeBron. Magic Johnson recruited LeBron James. Whether LeBron was going to go there or not. Magic Johnson said it himself. I showed up at the crib hours early. So he was recruited. But let's dig further. You know why the Lakers couldn't get no players? Because LeBron James was there. LeBron tried to recruit Kawhi. I don't want to play with you. LeBron tried to go get Dame Lillard. I don't want to play with you. They didn't not want to play with the Lakers because it was the Lakers. Niggas don't want to play with LeBron. And you want to talk about Anthony Davis? Rich Paul and them basically forced him to sign with the Lakers. Isn't he a client? From what I was hearing from the Pelicans, he wanted to go home to Chicago. Rich Paul and them convinced him and basically forced him to go to LA. He never looked happy in LA. He ain't want to be in LA. Stop lying, Shannon Sharp, to protect your guy. We know the lengths you'll go to protect your guy. You almost fought a whole basketball team. So you look crazy out here.
Bananas.
And when you break down the Lakers, you know, with Kobe, God rest his soul, and people need to stop bringing up Kobe. He's not here to defend himself. If you ain't got nothing good to say about the dead, don't say nothing at all. Because none of you would be saying this if he was here. That's a fact. But those years you brought up, compare those years to when LeBron was here. If you take out that bum-ass bubble ring, which y'all all know nobody respects, what the fuck LeBron did here? He ain't win no MVPs. He ain't do nothing while he was here. The fuck are y'all talking about? Swept. No playoffs. Knocked out in the first round. The nigga got Luka and won one game last year in the first round. Yo, Shannon Sharp, stop, bro. You don't have to clickbait or glaze. Your platform is already what it is. But stop lying. Stop lying. Nobody wants to play here with LeBron because they know how he do. That nigga will trade a whole team. You think Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball and niggas like that nigga? You don't think players see that? I ain't playing with that nigga. I'm liable to have a bad game. You see what y'all did to Westbrook? And you say the reason nobody won't play with the Lakers is because of the Lakers? That nigga called Kawhi, and then Kawhi said, go to the Clippers, nigga. I ain't playing with you. Paul George turned them down. Go ahead. You could continue. But we up here on AllBall TV, we gonna keep it 100. Fuck up out of here.
Shannon Sharp's voice about the crack, but you hit it on the nose with the Westbrook thing. I was bring that up. And the guy you did suggest to bring over there did him dirty. The guy who didn't fit, the mastermind, Rich Paul, the guy so much client. Jeannie Buss has now admitted that they have way too much power in the Lakers organization. And with that power, that great power and responsibility, you used it to get Russell Westbrook, who didn't fit there. And then you had the whole LA turn on him. And you were live on air, still defending LeBron, while your man was calling him Westbrook.
Bro,
that's what they did to Russell Westbrook. He's so fucked up. He's trying to beat fans up for calling him Westbrook to this day.
It was so bad that he almost wasn't going to be signed to another team. Bro, you see what LeBron and the Lakers is doing to Luka and Austin Reeves? How do we ignore that?
And then Rich Paul gets on the platform and blames Austin Reeves. We could trade him. I'm not saying that that's actually a compliment, because you're an asset alongside LeBron and Luka Doncic. No, your man is 41. He gotta go. What you mean the young pup gotta go? Stupid of you. So that means if you trade Austin Reeves, you're gonna win a chip? What you talking about? This is nasty, AllBall. Just pure nasty.
I'm saying LeBron does not have an ego. I believe Tiger Woods, name a great athlete that you don't believe have an ego. Now I know some. I'm not gonna call no name, but
Tom Brady.
A lot of them.
Yeah, hold on, no, pause it.
And they in the privacy with
pause it. No, keep them on the screen. Yo, Shannon Sharp, tell the truth. See, y'all say things and try to say it quick and gloss over it. You said name one superstar that doesn't have an ego. Tom Brady. You only asked to name one. Tim Duncan. That's two. That's two. What are we talking about? That's two superstars that were the best at their position. Tom Brady is the greatest football player of all time. Argue with yourself. Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward of all time. Two players with no ego. So once again, strike two when Shannon Sharp is wrong and don't know what the fuck he talking about. You may proceed, greatest editor.
And take it a step further. If we're talking about egos, we ain't never seen an ego take over the NBA like this. Have his man running an agency. And why I said that's the most gangster shit I've ever seen in sports history. Your man is in every front office. He knows all the gossip. And then he took over the Lakers organization. He has an ego big enough to come out here, take over the organization, not win, and then blame everybody else. And when the owner comes out and echo everything we said, you still blame everybody else.
Hold on.
But the guy in charge whose ego is too big for the game.
And I give you one more. Derek Jeter. 3 superstars, egoless. All they wanted to do was win championships. That's 3, Mr. Shannon Sharp, Mr. Shay Shay. 3. You said name 1. AllBall TV gave you 3. Now, I wish you see this, and I wish you would try to respond and defend what you just said.
Let me zoom in on that nightcap real quick. Nightcap. He capping all right.
People that they trust is not what they portray on television. And that's okay. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, none of them.
My grandma used to say, boy, there's a little truth even in a lie. Hello.
Come on, man.
With that being said,
it got to be Sunday.
Jeannie, you own the team. I bet that, Ocho, you going to allow somebody to come in your house and tell you, Ocho, turn the air up. Ocho, turn the TV. Hey, Joe, can you get me something out the fridge? How the hell you going to tell me what to do in my own damn house? That's your team. If you give up control, that's on you. But you know why you really gave him that control? Because you knew it was good for business. Without him, the Lakers is a brand. But the Lakers wasn't winning jack. The Lakers wasn't on TV. Was Kobe left? What?
Right.
Who was looking for the Lakers?
And you understand that.
Joe Johnson quiet for a reason.
You trying to keep that check. That Shannon Sharp, you can't on 1 minute, one side of your mouth say she gave up control and stand the third, and that's business. Yeah, sure. But the other side of your mouth, you're gonna say he's the smartest player of all time. It's LeBron James. You give him everything in the world. But when you gave him everything that Pat Riley did not want to give him, who went to 2 chips since LeBron left, without all the superstars. Yeah, one of them was the bubble ring, but the other one wasn't. It's disgusting what you're doing. I'm totally disappointed, like I said, because it's the same guy. I always stress it. Call a National Guard because we are killing him out here. That's not the same guy. Put your glasses back on. People fronting on you for a reason. Your arguments are flawed. You're too emotional, dog. Too emotional about another man for. Flea had to check us. For years, he been saying, yo, hold on, why did Brunson get in the pass? I don't care if he did win shit. This thing ain't going right. The Lakers ain't go right. And he's the lead guy. He wanted to be the man at 41 when you got the man. You needed a meeting from JJ Redick to tell him, yo, bro, he's the lead dog. You still couldn't understand that? Your ego is in the way because you want to be the face of some bullshit. And when it doesn't go your way, you blaming Westbrook? And then the other thing is, okay, they weren't winning. And what were the Lakers doing? They were rebuilding. They had a bunch of talent. What you mean they flipped Anthony Davis into Luka Doncic? Who did they trade Anthony Davis for? The people they drafted. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? And let's not even go down the list of what they had over there. All the guys that made a playoff run after that. Josh Hart, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, he could have more of his prime. A lot of play Kuzma when he went on to win the chip, didn't he? No, yeah, with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
All these guys were on that team. They didn't need LeBron. That's the Lakers at the end of the day. That one chip, the fans don't even fuck with it like that. They just don't. I know because I'm like, I don't know if I would care that much if I'm a Lakers fan. That's how I see it. I could put my LeBron hate to the side because my hate came from the fact that he was pulling shit like this. And you hold people in the media, and you know Jordan did the same thing, but again, he wasn't as clumsy. He always respected the pecking order. Krause, he runs it. I'm still shitting on him, but Phil Jackson is the coach. I ain't coaching unless Phil Jackson coaching. He knew, oh shit, they drafted Scotty. Oh shit, they traded for Rodman. Oh yeah. Somebody else got to run this thing. I'm already Michael Jordan. So, and that's what it's gonna be. Always. Come on, man. This is nasty, old boy. I can't believe people coming out and can't let it go.
Yo.
Can't let it go. He fucked up.
Listen, Jeff Teague already gave up the goods. Remember? Yo, you talk about LeBron, you're going to get that phone call. Bro, they try to control everything. But I'm going to tell you what this is all about. This sums it up. Simple. The farewell tour, the LeBron almost close to retiring, is not going how they thought it would go. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm going to say it again. All you Bron lovers, Bron sexuals, Bron fans, even LeBron himself, we all thought everybody would care. Him being close to retiring, the farewell tour is not going how they thought it would go. The NBA is moving right along without you, brother. And as you notice, the disrespect is getting bigger and bigger as he's getting closer and closer to leaving. 5 years ago, nobody would ever think about talking bad about LeBron or disrespecting him. Did you see Charlie Villanueva them on the Baja talk about LeBron and his son?
Bananas.
That would not dare happen 5 years ago. They do not like the end result. That's all this is about, Fabian. They thought it would be like just love. They thought all you would hear is just glazing LeBron about this may be his last year. And, oh, bro, it's not happening. No one cares. You exhausted everybody out. Get out of here, bro. Bye. Like, it's to the point where it's like, bye, Felicia. 3 years ago, maybe. But, bro, listen, man. People see what you've done to that Lakers organization. People see what you've done to AD, to Westbrook, now to Luka Doncic. Look what you're doing to Austin Reeves, good young player. When you wasn't there, it was Austin Reeves and Luka. They was, listen, they look good. You come back, fuck everything up. We're going to ignore that, right? We're going to ignore that you literally played no defense. Like, come on, man. So for me, it's just like I always say, it's like a child or a grown-up that's been spoiled their whole life. And that one time they don't get their way, listen, it's a crash out. And Shannon Sharp is one of those guys where he's looking at his best friend LeBron and he's going, yo, I thought everybody loved him. I thought he would get the farewell tour. Why he not being treated like Kobe? He's better than LeBron. What's going on? Bro, it's crickets out here. It's crickets out here. Nobody cares. So these guys got their panties in a bunch. And, you know, at the end of the day, it proves what Pat Riley said. If y'all thought that was a lie, if y'all thought Pat Riley was over-exaggerating, now you know what Pat Riley was talking about. Get up out of here, bro. Now, y'all ain't punking us over here. You're not doing it. Jeannie Buss fell for the banana in the tailpipe because a guy like Magic Johnson, the hustler he is, that smile, that business ass, you know what I'm saying? He hustled Jeannie Buss into that. Yo, listen, we going to get LeBron. It's going to be this, it's going to be that. They forgot to talk to the real Laker guy that was with Magic and Showtime, Pat Riley. That's who they should have spoke to. Hey, Pat, how was it when y'all had LeBron? It was like that. Oh, nah, we don't want that nigga. Or you don't let him have the power he wants. Man, this shit is a mess. That's why I've been saying it. This movie has been 4 years in the making. The ending is going to be the greatest plot twist in cinema history. And I'm going to be sitting there with my popcorn. When nobody cares, when he announces his retirement and only the Glazers is going to go crazy and the whole basketball world is going to go on like nothing is wrong, that's when I'm going to bask in my greatness.
And ironically, put the nail in the coffin, Fish quotes Draymond, one of the greatest flames of all time. They don't love you like they love Kobe. That's bottom line. Y'all know what this was.
Ball suckers.
Come on, man. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow. No, Saturday's Knicks Rehab. Live play-by-play by the great in the business.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow we do a little preview. You know, just talk about and try to understand how important this game is and, you know, what happens if we lose this game or if we win this game. So we definitely going to preview that tomorrow. So y'all tune into that tomorrow live, AllBall TV, Knicks Rehab. Let's talk about what happened Saturday. What's the outcome? Win or lose?
Come on, man. Tomorrow we got some more reactions. Also, anything y'all want us to talk about, by the way, put it in the comments. Whether it's here or a video you see that pops up in what they call mid form, just throw us a comment. Hit AllBall on IG, Twitter, wherever. What y'all want us to talk about? What's trending? We get an algorithm. Show us what this show's about. Greatest show on earth. You kidding me? You could have been anywhere else. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.